Melissa from Salem, Oregon. Wonderful. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone to this session on tapping for inner peace. So tapping or emotional freedom technique is an energy healing technique, which is one of my favorite ones. I have trained in several disciplines, and I have to say that this one is one that I really love because of how simple it is. Anyone can use it. You will see that once you do it today, even if you have never done it before, you will be able to do it on your own anytime you need. But it's so powerful at the same time. It can clear, it can really bring a lot of stuff out of the system energetically without having to think about, why we have this negative thought, why I'm so blocked in this area of my life. So we do it energetically, which is much more effective. And the idea is hi, Laurie from Wisconsin, welcome. So the idea is that we are going to be tapping very lightly, you don't have to hit yourself very strongly. Actually, if you try both ways, you will see that gentle tapping works better, is more effective than just tapping in a very strong way. So we're going to be tapping along different points in our hand and mainly the face and some points of the body. And the idea is that as we repeat some statements and as we bring the awareness to whatever we want to clear, whether that's a negative thought, whether that's an emotion, discomfort, pain, anything that we want to clear, anything that is not serving us, as we tap into the meridians, we are inviting those blocks, pain, discomfort, thoughts, beliefs, whatever, to come to the surface. It's like, hello, I'm talking to you. And it's like moving the energy so we can be processed. Because normally when we have limiting beliefs, old thoughts or emotions we haven't processed, they get stored in the body. They can get stored in our energetic system. So this encourages the energy to flow so we can clear those blockages. And a lot of people that come to me and very often I hear what they want is to have inner peace and balance. And it is very difficult to be at peace when you are not present. So today we are going to be focusing on bringing our awareness to the present moment. We are bringing our awareness to the here and now, not to what happened in the past, not to what might be happening in the future. Anxiety, stress, when you feel restless, very often is associated with either something that happened in the past that hasn't been processed, or fear or uncertainty of what might happen in the future. So happiness, true inner peace can only happen when we are present in our body, when we are in the here and now, like literally this very moment. So we're going to focus on that today. As I say, it's a bit like physical Reiki on the stuff. Yeah, kind of. Instead of projecting energy, you're gently tapping on the different points. Crystal, that's a good question. Different points are associated with different meridians, but this point here at the top of the head, several meridians converge here. So I don't have a list now to share all the specific points with the names and all the channels that but if you are really interested, send me a message, because I can send you like a chart with a lot more detailed information. Okay, my loves. So first of all, I'm going to invite you to bring yourself to the present moment, to bring your awareness. You can close your eyes if that feels good for you. And just to take a few deep breaths here, kind of disconnecting from the outer world for a bit, letting go of any thoughts that are not relevant for this session. And just see if any discomfort, any unpleasant emotions, any sensations come up for you. Any negative thoughts, any worries, any resentment. It could be anything. anything that doesn't support your inner peace, anything that doesn't allow you to enjoy that sense of inner peace, relaxation, that sense of bliss that we have when we really surrender to the present moment and we just decide to be, right? When we're not in the thinking, doing, the busyness of life, the expectations, the achieving goals, just that place of being. So anything that stops you from enjoying that sense of just being, of relaxation, inner peace. Okay, clenched jaw for Jay, this is very, very common, especially sometimes in the night, because very often during the day we're just caught in the daily routine and we just rush from one place to another, and then at night where the body relaxes, is still not able to relax, and all that tension appears in the jaw. Right, okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do is whatever you have identified, give it a number between 0 and 10. 0 being neutral and 10 being, wow, this is really intense. This sensation, this emotion, or this discomfort, or this block, it's very intense, very, very strong today. Okay, so I can see a 5 there. Perfect. And no expectations and no judgment. By the way, this is not an exam. We're not judging. This is just awareness. We're just bringing to awareness. Okay. An 8. Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a few rounds of tapping, bringing to awareness this block. So people haven't tapped before. If you're not familiar with the points, you just need to copy me. But they're going to be this point in the side of the hand. I would recommend that you tap with various fingers to make sure that you're covering the area, the top of your head, in line with the center of the head and with the ears, beginning of the eyebrow, side of the eye. And it doesn't matter if you do 2 hands, just 1 hand, if you cross over, if you alternate, that's fine. Under the eye, in line with the center of the eye, under the nose. And again, you can do 1 finger if that feels better, like this in a line with various fingers, whatever feels better. Under the bottom lip, collarbone point. And there is 1 point here at the side of the body where the bra strap line would be if you're wearing a bra. And then we're going to repeat. And we're going to do the same sequence. If for whatever reason you feel drawn to spend more time in one of the points, feel free to stay there, because it might be the whatever meridian or point you're hitting is the one where there are more blocks or more energy that needs to be released. So feel free to do that. Okay, a 9 and a 6 in terms of intensity, right? And after that, we're going to assess how that went. Perfect. So what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to be saying some statements that are very common blocks to inner peace. But what I would like you to do, and what I would invite you to do, is that if you have identified something in particular for you that is going on for you today, that you change the wording instead of repeating what I'm saying, that you adjust it and you customize it for you, because the more specific you get, the better results you're going to get. So we're going to start. Oh, welcome, Deb. Just made it about a 7 today. Perfect. Just in time. We're literally about to start. Wonderful. So we start with the side of the hand. So even though I have this sensation in my body, and here, whatever sensation, unpleasant emotion, negative thought, or even just pain or discomfort in the body, even though I have this sensation in my body, I love and accept myself anyway. And just stop with me and repeat what I'm saying after me. If you can repeat it out loud, perfect. If you're not in a place where you can speak or where you can repeat out loud, it's okay. You can just, say in your head. But if you can say it out loud, it's much better. Even though I have this sensation that blocks my inner peace, I love and accept myself anyway. And even though I don't feel at peace today, I love and accept myself anyway. And even though I find it difficult to be in the here and now, I love and accept myself anyway. And now we're going to move through different points, repeating these statements. So you can repeat out loud what I'm saying, repeating after me, or use your own words if you have identified something in particular going for you. Okay. I'm feeling restless, and I can't be present in my body. It doesn't feel safe to be present in my body. I have all these thoughts running through my head. All these uncomfortable sensations. This tension in my body. And add any particular parts of the body where you might be feeling tension. This anxiety, the stress, it seems like I can never relax. I always have to be alert. I always have to be vigilant. I would love to just relax, but I can't. There is always something going on. It's always something to worry about. Always something going on in my body. And it is so annoying. I would love to just relax and just be. But it seems impossible right now. With this, fill in the blank, tension, discomfort, thoughts, emotions. So difficult to relax. I am the opposite of inner peace right now. But I love and accept myself anyway. I will get to the bottom of it, of these emotions, sensations, thoughts. Start to let them go. One tap at a time. Served me before. They have a purpose. Maybe they're trying to keep me safe. They're trying to protect me. But I no longer want them. I no longer need them. If I could let them go. One tap at a time. This sensation, emotion, thought, whatever it is for you. I'm clearing it one tap at a time. Beautiful. So you can continue tapping as I speak. What I'm going to invite you to do now is take a few deep breaths to integrate that. and see where that number is now. Check in with yourself and see what happened to that number. If it's lower now, if it didn't change at all, or if it's even higher. And this can happen sometimes. Okay, Ashley is saying 5, 6, and it was an 8 before. Okay, so it's come down. Great. So if your number, if the intensity has come down, it means that something has been cleared. If the number is the same, it could be that there is either more work to do. Leslie saying from 7 to 5, great, so decrease as well. If the number is the same, it means that either there is more work to do, so you have identified the block, it's just that it might be deeper and you just need to do a few more rounds, or it could be that you're not hitting the specific belief or thought, the emotion underlying. So that's why it's important to also do a bit of self-awareness before you start tapping, to identify and describe with as much detail as you can what's going on for you. And if the intensity has gone up, and sometimes that happens, it means that sometimes we repress an emotion or a thought or a discomfort or pain, we just disconnect from it. And we just continue, we just carry on with our lives because we're so busy, right? And what happens is that when we start tapping and we're hitting on something that needs to be released, at the beginning, it can become a bit more intense because it's like, oh, now you're paying attention to me. Oh, hello, thank you. Thank you for giving me some attention here. So it doesn't mean that you made it worse. It just means that for it to be processed, maybe it had been dormant before, and now the intensity is going up as it is coming to the surface before it can come out. So, and in that case, also it means that either you will benefit from doing more rounds. And sometimes what happens is that you can do many rounds of tapping, but if you don't see any difference, if you don't see any change, it's rare that you do a lot of tapping rounds and you don't see any change in the intensity, or you don't feel any form of like release, even if it's minor. But also what's very common is that when we're doing tapping, maybe we release anger or stress or anxiety or sadness or fear that has been triggered, but there is a deep belief causing at the root of this pain, belief, negative thought, sensation, discomfort, etc., etc. So sometimes the work needs to be around identifying that root belief or that root, the origin of that sensation, of that emotion, whatever that is going for you. So you might require a bit of deeper work in terms of understanding the root of it. And for that, by the way, this Thursday I'm doing another live session here on Insight Timer, and it's going to be all about negative thoughts. And I'm going to be talking about exactly this, about how to identify the root of where these negative thoughts or unpleasant emotions or discomfort in the body come from. So that will be a good one for you. So they'll be saying 4, 5 now. And it was a 7 before. Okay, this process always helps me gain a better perspective. Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. And now we're going to do a round of positive statements. So we did a few rounds of focusing on clearing what might be blocking our inner peace, and now what we're going to do is a few rounds on saying some positive statements about relaxation and inner peace. And sometimes what happens is that maybe you didn't feel a big release before with the clearing, but when you tap into a positive statement, maybe something that you needed to hear, maybe it's a resource that you needed to be reminded of. So sometimes with tapping into positive affirmations, or kind of imprinting those positive thoughts and affirmations in your energy system, that's what allows something to be cleared as well. If for whatever reason you feel that the previous rounds didn't feel complete and you could do with more clearing, I would invite you to continue to work on whatever is coming up for you before you join the positive statements rounds. Okay, my love. So we're gonna start with the side of the hand as well. Okay. Even though I've had these blocks stopping my inner peace, I love and accept myself anyway. And I'm ready to let them go. It is time for me to let go of insert the sensation, emotion, thought. They're no longer serving me. I am grateful for the lessons. I am grateful for the purpose they served. But I no longer need them. And I'm ready to let them go. And I'm ready to reclaim my inner peace. And I'm ready to reclaim my power. I can breathe deeply and slowly. Inhaling inner peace. Exhale what is not supporting this inner peace. Inhaling fresh energy. Letting go of the old stuff. And I can see my body relaxing more and more and more. I know how to be in the here and now. I know how to bring myself to the present moment. I know how to be present in my body. I know how to relax. I give myself permission to rest. I give myself permission to relax. I give myself permission to just be. I give myself permission to live in the here and now. And that feels awesome. I know how to concentrate on what I'm doing right now. My mind doesn't wander. I'm in control of my thoughts. Body is relaxing more and more with each tap. There's no need to worry because I have all the resources I need within me. I am not resentful about the past. The past is not conditioning me anymore. I am free from my past. I am no longer attached to my past. And I don't need to worry about the future. I don't need to worry about uncertainty. Because I believe in myself. And I have all the resources to deal with anything that might come my way. Everything I need is within me. And I am a wonderful being, a powerful being. And I love myself for who I am. Not for my achievements, not for what I do, but for who I am. Do one final round, and I'm going to invite you to bring to your awareness any positive statements that you feel like you need today. They could be I am affirmations, I give myself permission to affirmations, I feel affirmations, whatever's coming up for you. Anything that supports your inner peace. Beautiful. So take a minute to wherever you are, finish your round. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Deep and slow, deep breaths. Allowing the energy to be processed. Allowing any energy that doesn't belong in you anymore to come out, to be processed, to leave your energy field for good. Wonderful. And again, checking with yourself and see what happened to that initial number. If it decreased a bit more, if it's the same, if it increased, again, with no expectations, no judgment. This is not a competition. This is not an exam. It is just for self-awareness. So you know that you might want to continue to do more tapping, to do a few more rounds, whether that's on the clearing or the positive statements. So feel free to take your time after this session. We're going to wrap up now. I'm just going to see if there are any questions in the chat. Nicole is saying, I'm at 3 now. Okay, so that's a very low number. Feel much lighter. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Ashley as well, 3, 4, fantastic. Okay, thank you for coming here, Jay. See you later. Yeah, wonderful. So yeah, like you see, this is no rocket science. This is something that you can do anytime. And all you need to do is, you know, check in with yourself, see what's coming up for you, try to describe it with as many words as possible. And you don't need to rationalize it in terms of, oh my God, what is the exact emotion that I'm feeling, or why is this happening? No, you just need to describe it. And sometimes it might be just about, you know, describing a shape or the energy, you know, the color you might want to tap on. I have a red ball of anger in my stomach, you know, something like that. You don't even know where it's coming from. You don't need to, you know, you just tap on that. And also as you tap on that, and this is the beautiful part about working with the body-mind connection, that it's very easy to listen to the body. And when you start tapping on what's happening on the body, whether that's, you know, like I said, a red ball of anger, a black lump in my throat, something like that, it might give you some insights of, you know, maybe memories or thoughts or anything that is related to it, so you can do the inner work. Wonderful. Laurie down to a 3, fantastic. Leslie a 3 as well. Ashley saying, oh, where were you tapping under the arm? Couldn't see. Yeah, sorry. So it's the side of the body, and it would be where the brass strap would be. So that line there. So also if you have a seam, it will probably fall under the seam, but the height is where the brass strap would be, or for men, in line with the nipples. And I like to tap with my fingers like this, so I can create like a line around those points. Rennie saying that was very good. Do you have a recording of this session? I recorded it, and I will probably upload it to my YouTube channel, because I can't upload videos here. So that's my name, Verónica Moreno, and Reclaim Your Power. Debbie saying lighter and clearer, Thank you. Amazing. Wow, Melissa saying, wow, I didn't specify it, but my inflammation in my feet went from an 8-9 to 3-4. Amazing. Love this class. Oh, thank you, Melissa, for sharing that. Thank you. Thank you. Bodil saying, made a difference for me. Thank you. I want to listen to my body, not being scared. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And with this, we don't have to rush it. Sometimes we get caught in, I have so many problems and I have all these beliefs and all these thoughts. We just have to listen to the body, and from that, just track it. Okay, my loves. So if you like this session, this is a weekly session. I think the next one on Monday is not scheduled yet, but if you follow me on Insight Timer, which obviously I'm going to invite you to do, you will be notified of next live events like this one. There is another one coming on this Thursday, and that one is going to be about getting to the root of negative thoughts and how to clear them for good. Like I said, this is a Monday weekly session, and I also have 3 courses if you want to take this process further. Same time, no, the Thursday one I think is a bit later. It's like 3 or 4 hours later. So I think it's my 4:30 UK time. So it would be late morning for you guys in the US, Canada, that area. So yes, so 3 courses here on Insight Timer. Step into your power with confidence and joy. There is one on self-love, in particular on self-love. And the last one I recorded is on relationships. So that one is called Reclaim Your Love Life. So if you join those courses, feel free to ask any questions you might have, because I'm always happy to support you guys. And in general, if you have any questions or any specific challenges you're facing right now, feel free to drop me a message, because I'm always happy to point you to specific resources. I have a lot of recorded tracks and content that I will be happy to point you to. Okay, my loves. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you so much for your feedback, your lovely messages, your reviews, your donations. They're always very welcome and much appreciated. And like I said, feel free to follow me on Insight Timer so you're notified of more live sessions, content, and courses. And I will see you very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.